And I'm at the headquarters right now. Just wanted to talk a little bit about my HogOn tool, about the independent classes and the teaching that I'm gonna be giving. Basically with TIG like stainless, but it was so many obstacles I had to go through, so much is. And for those who know me, I'm not with kissing nobody ass to make no money. You know what I mean? So it was just too much of a headache to me personally. So I stepped away from it because the field welding was something that I enjoyed doing. It was less headache. It was let get it done. You know what I mean? So when I was doing commercial field welding and residential field welding, that's where I made my most money at. So I ended up finding my niche in field welding. So what I do is I teach that. I like to give people, especially people who are not educated, who haven't graduated high school, or um, who haven't got any education in the welding field, or who felt like they couldn't do it. You know what I mean? There's ways that you don't have to go to a certified welding school. You can actually learn on the job or learn from someone certified, and you don't have to have a GED. You don't have to have a GED. If you got one, that's great. If you don't, you don't. You know what I mean? Because most field welding jobs want you to be certified on the job. They want to know that you can here and you can do this overhead. You can come out here and you can do this vertical. You know, you can see, and honestly, these are a lot of your face in the field, the basics. But I normally deal with is these three positions. You're gonna deal with flat doing certain wells, but on the most scan, I did a lot of vertical. I had one job, learn stick man to learn how to hold this. Um, it's very valuable that us independent welders, beginning welders, learn how to master the stick welding because there is so much you can get out of it. And then once you get it, flux core, which what I also teach, will be next. Do both, but being independent, I'm gonna be honest with you. Majority of the jobs that I do now, being independent, I don't really do heavy stuff. That's at the max. Normally 3/16, 14 gauge, 16 gauge. So it all depends on what the client wants. But I don't deal with a lot of heavy stuff now. When I was dealing with factories, working in companies, doing factory work, um, all of that stuff was heavy. Inch and a half, 2 inch. I think one time I did something that was almost 3 inches, and we had to make a lot of pads. It was something for a steel mill, and it was massive. But like I say, and that was on the job. So, like I say, I can teach you both because when you're getting in the field and you jump into the job, a lot of these factories do know how to get your positions. You can be able to get a bag anytime. So I just want to teach my people how to make money, not to be in a situation where you feel like, oh man, what I'm gonna do? My bills ain't paid. I need to do something, or maybe I can't. That's why I want to teach you. You know what I mean? I can teach you TIG welding is universal in the field, and you got to think about it. Being in the field, people tend to not judge you as critical as when you in the shop or when you in an environment where there's a lot of big wigs around or people who got something to say about everything. You know what I mean? When you're in the field, things are not going to be perfect all the time, so you got to think outside the box. And then being a field welder, not only do I want you to learn how to field weld, but I can also teach you how to run the field equipment like uh, the genie. You know what I mean? So maybe you need to get up in the lift to get up a certain way, and you got to weld something all day. How to operate that? I can teach you. I can teach you that as well. So we can go to one of these local boom lift companies, and we can rent this equipment, and we can rent it out there, or we can rent it at a location, and where we can do everything in the field, and we can get everybody trained at one time. Like we can really um, rent one of the guys that can actually get you certified. So it's not a lot, but it's better if we got a few people together. So if we say, you in the area, you come to the area and you say we get three, four, five, at least 4 or 5 people together, you know what I mean? It'll be better. 10, it's even better. But if we can at least get, 5 people in the class, we can be able to get you certified using the boom lifts and scissor lifts. And I can teach you that, man. And it's simple, you know what I mean? But those things that you can do that can help you make money on the side. And this is just what I specialize in. Everybody got something different, but this is what I specialize in. Then the main thing in turning a trade into a business. That's my thing. Because after you get all of that and you say, hey man, I want to do my own thing, I want to be independent, I'm gonna teach you how to start your business. Most welding schools you go to are not gonna teach you that. They're gonna teach you how to get a job. That's it, point blank, period. Punch a clock, punch a clock. That's what all they gonna tell you. If you want to do that, get started. Yeah, get that bag. You know what I mean? But if you want to attack this thing independently and you got a little bit of money on the side, a little cushion, and you say, I really think I got it, I can show you how to use a small amount to get you where you're going. It take money to make money. So don't get it twisted. But you don't have to go all the way out. And I guarantee you it doesn't take what you think it takes to get started. So I want to help you turn a trade into a business. I want to teach you the fundamentals of not only just the fundamentals and basics, but I want to teach you how to become an expert in stick welding and in flux core welding, because that's, to me, that's a demand. Now, you want to go in the shop, that's one thing. I do shop fabrication, I'm a fabricator, but getting independent money, getting established, doing things, to me personally, stick and flux core is where it's at. Um, it's gonna give you more flexibility where you don't worry about certain things. Now, once you're trying to get on certain contracts and certain jobs, they require a fee generally. You're good at what you do, they're gonna hire you. So, with this program, the independent classes I'm gonna be giving in my school, like I said, it's gonna start off small, but I'm gonna have at least two booths. So my goal is to start off with two booths inside of the my retail store slash welding school. The back I'm gonna be teaching for those to be coming getting independent classes, and I'm gonna be doing seminars. So we're gonna have a lot going on, but I'm gonna have to do it as the people demand it. So when I get enough people say, hey, I want to get together and do this, that's what we're gonna do. But I am gonna be working on a seminar where I can actually sit with my people, talk to them, if it's even through a virtual video or we doing it in person, if Laura's willing, with all the stuff we got going on right now. So whatever we can do for to help you get to where you want to get to, I want to help you get there.